The Last Bench Love Story. Some love stories don't begin with a confession. Some begin with a seat on the last bench. It was the first day of college. The campus was full of excitement, new faces, loud laughter, nervous smiles, and dreams that felt bigger than reality. Among all the noise walked Ayaan, quiet, reserved, the kind of boy who preferred listening over speaking. While everyone rushed to make friends, he simply walked into the classroom and took the seat closest to the window, the last bench. He liked being unnoticed. From there, he could watch the world without being part of it. A few minutes later, the classroom door burst open. A girl rushed in, breathing heavily, holding books and a coffee cup that almost slipped from her hands. "Sorry, sir, first day traffic," she said, smiling brightly. The class laughed. She looked around for an empty seat. Only one remained, next to Ayaan. She dropped into the chair dramatically and whispered, "Great, first day and I already embarrassed myself." Ayaan gave a small smile. That was the beginning. Her name was Maya, and she talked a lot. During lectures, she whispered random thoughts. During breaks, she shared stories about her school days, her dreams of traveling, and her habit of getting lost even with Google Maps. Ayaan mostly listened, but somehow he didn't mind. Days turned into weeks. The last bench became their world. She borrowed his notes. He laughed at her jokes, quietly at first, then openly. She teased him for being too serious. He teased her for never being serious enough. Everyone around them noticed their friendship growing, except them. College life moved fast. Group projects, festivals, late-night assignments, endless cups of canteen coffee. One evening, during a college fest, music filled the campus. Lights glowed softly, and students danced freely. Maya grabbed Ayaan's hand. "Come on, dance." "I don't dance," he said. She rolled her eyes. "You don't talk, you don't dance, do you even live?" He laughed, and somehow he followed her. That night was different. For the first time, he stopped overthinking. For the first time, she slowed down. And somewhere between laughter and music, something changed. But love in college is never simple. Final exams approached. Pressure grew. Maya got busy preparing for an internship in another city. Ayaan focused on grades and placements. Their conversations became shorter. Messages became slower. One afternoon, she sat quietly beside him on the last bench. "I might leave after this semester," she said softly. He froze. "For the internship?" She nodded. "It's a good opportunity." He wanted to say something, anything, but words refused to come. So he simply said, "That's great." She smiled, but her eyes looked sad. Days passed quickly after that. On the last day before vacation, the classroom felt strangely emotional. Students clicked photos, promised to stay in touch, and laughed louder than usual to hide the sadness. Maya sat beside him silently. "You know," she said suddenly, "I always liked this seat." He smiled. "Because you talk too much and no one could hear from here." She laughed softly. Then she turned serious. "I think you're the best part of my college." His heart raced. But before he could answer, the bell rang. People shouted, chairs moved, the moment vanished. She stood up. "Bye, Ayaan." He watched her walk away. And for the first time, the last bench felt empty. Weeks passed. College resumed. But her seat stayed empty. He still came early, still looked at the door, but she didn't appear. One evening, as rain fell lightly outside the campus, his phone vibrated. A message. "Maya. Guess what? I'm coming back tomorrow." His heart skipped. The next day, he arrived early. Minutes felt like hours. Then the classroom door opened. There she was. Same smile, same energy. She walked straight to him. "Missed me?" she asked playfully. He smiled. The class was quieter. She laughed, then noticed he looked nervous. "Ayaan, are you okay?" He took a deep breath. "I realized something while you were gone." She waited. "I don't just miss talking to you. I miss you." Silence filled the last bench. Then slowly, she smiled. "I was waiting for you to say that." The classroom buzzed around them, but everything else faded. Because sometimes love doesn't arrive dramatically. Sometimes it sits quietly beside you, every single day, until you finally notice. Years later, when college ended and everyone moved on, they would still visit that classroom sometimes. And every time they saw the last bench, they smiled. Because that's where it all started. Not with fireworks, not with perfect words, but with two students sharing silence and slowly becoming each other's favorite story.